Oh, and welcome back to Valkyria Chronicles 4 with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Poogie. So, we're going to take I guess a pause, I don't know really, but a pause nonetheless from the squad stories to actually look at some of the more challenging, dare I say, skirmishes in the game, because unlike with the other ones which are based off of and kind of reversals of missions we've already done in the game, the more challenging or skirmishes actually have a bit more to them than just taking the camp because of how things are, such as this one, because oh boy did this give me trouble, and I do mean trouble. So yeah, and the main reason I put Laurent in here, well, I do actually want to give him a bit more things so I can unlock his things. So yeah, other than that, yeah. Likewise, you can switch out the things if you wish. So yeah, that'll do it. So let's actually go into battle and see what we can see, because there is something that is affecting us, and only humans, mind. Yes, because apparently the Imps have deployed a new weapon against us, and it's in the air. That is the big clue here. So yeah, so with that said, I'm gonna save first of all, and you'll see why in a moment, because, oh boy, this is gonna be tough, as I say. As you can see, I have all three of my tanks here. The Glory, the Hafen, and the Cactus. So yes, and the Cactus is probably a good thing to send into battle here. So I'm going to put a few of my soldiers in there, as I say, and hopefully try and get to the enemy camp. Now, as I say, while I am controlling the tank, nothing seems, except for these little sparks in the air. That is what we have to be wary of, for reasons we will see when I send one of the humans in, as I say. But for now, let's move the Cactus back and put as many soldiers as we can in there. I think I've reached my limit. I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. But anyway, let's drive it up to this tank now. Tanks can take more damage in this fight, but we'll get to that. But believe it or not, this is based off the Battle of Siegfall, this one. So yeah. But let's actually move the Cactus a bit further, and oh boy. Yeah, it took a bit more damage than I thought, which is not good. I may well have to send out one of my things there, but let's go into why this battle is so tough. Because we're right up against a trooper and a scout. In any normal circumstances, I'd sent out Brittany there. I didn't mean to, and yeah, no, the health went down really quickly there. That is the effect of that mustard gas. Oh, I can't really call it mustard gas, but maybe. Yeah. She got annihilated there, seriously, and it wasn't down to just the enemy fire. Bringing that in actually depletes your health very quickly. Seriously, that is what makes this battle so tough. Seriously. So yeah, each of the shelters do provide a bit of shelter. Yeah, I'll go with that, because I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. From the gas at least, but only so much, and you can only put so many of your soldiers in there. So yeah, this is going to be a tough one, even with someone like Minerva commanding her units and everything. Seriously, this is what I mean by the things, and they only get tougher from here. Seriously. But that being said, let's try it with Minerva, because yeah, at the moment she seems okay, but even she falls to the enemy there. As she enters her pride will not do that, so she reaches out to her comrades. Which, yeah, she did pretty much die to those guys. So yeah, that's the power of that gas. Your troops will get annihilated if you're not careful, seriously. This one was really tough for me, seriously. Even with someone like Jester there. And I like how Rags actually gets in on the helping there. Well done there, doggy. And then Jester gets murdered. Or nearly murdered. The massacre. I decided to move the cactus a bit closer and get as many of my troops into the shelters as possible while getting rid of the other things. Because if the gas also affects allied troops, then it certainly hurts the, dare I say, the imps as well. Seriously. Meanwhile, I still had to cover for the other ones as well. Viola got knocked out as well, and that's not good. As I said, there is the first aid order. The one problem with that is, though, the first aid order doesn't always work, shall we say. So, yeah. Your tanks will mostly be defended against the gas unless they go near a tank that's firing on you. Remember that in Valkyria Chronicles 4, enemy tanks can actually fire upon you, so yeah. But remember what I said about the your attacks being able to actually hit the enemy as well. That is a thing you must remember here. Seriously. I parked it right against the glory there for good reason, and that is to actually make sure it doesn't do too much damage there. Other than that, I am still going to send out my troops to deal with that. So yeah, and yes, I'm taking Kai with me. Why not? Did I, Kai? Still useful, still very, very useful, in fact. So yes, I'll have you stand by the thing. I know you don't like Claude, Minerva, but you know about teamwork and everything. And I'll move. Oh, actually, it wasn't the glory at all. It was the cactus. Excuse me. So yeah. So I'll have to provide a bit of shelter for Emmy as well, because yeah, you'll still get hit by enemy fire. And it gets even tougher in the intervening thing because there are anti-tank guns on the hills. Of course, there aren't snipers and God knows what else. Yeah, that's gonna be a pain in the ass. Okay, then we're back. I did have to do rapid deployment of various ones. So yes, I'll bring back Viola, who I don't know if I've upgraded to like a commander. I do actually do so before I get Raz back. Because you have to, as I say, you have to do a certain mission with him. Well, sort of an extra story-related thing with him. That's all I'm going to say for now, because that's the only thing I can say. So, that being said, get rid of him, and then make a beeline for the tanks. Seriously. There's only so much shelter I can get from there. Fine! Murder me. Seriously. It's not worth killing, I don't think, so... what else can I say? Not much. Not much at all. But let's get this... no, I didn't ask for murder. I asked for results. Big difference, my friend. But yes, and every time you get shot, it really gets to be a pain as well, seriously. Them's the breaks in this mission, seriously. But anyway, that's the basic overview of this mission. So I'll see you on the next one when I go a bit further. I'll see you then. Goodbye.